back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we are going to see who is thirsty for you, who has a high attraction to you, and why. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. We have group 1 with the yellow stone. Group 2 with this purplish brown stone. Group 3 with the white stone. And group 4 with the red stone. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to get right into it. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the yellow stone, this is your reading. Who is thirsting for you? Who has a high attraction to you, group 1? That is what we're going to figure out, and we're going to see why. We got the Sun card in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so immediately kind of getting this energy of maybe a failed talking stage, or someone tried to shoot their shot and the other person was preoccupied. Maybe it was awkward. Let's see what we got going on. Spirit for group 1, who is thirsting for them? Who has a high attraction for group 1? The energy is coming out super consistent. So we have Playa, Arrogance, and Sneaky Link. The first person who is thirsting for you, who has a high attraction to you, I really do feel like this is a past Sneaky Link, like someone that you used to deal with, someone who you knew was a player. But I feel like you may have saw something else in them, regardless of what that was. Maybe they actually are very, they can be very sweet and warm, or they're charismatic or misunderstood, or maybe you're just attracted to them. But I do see that this person kind of has a big ego with that Arrogance card. So it seems like whenever you were dealing with each other, this person was pretty set on being able to be single, being able to be free, being able to play the field. Like, it feels like they were really protecting just themselves in terms of like protecting their freedom. And I feel like they may have doubled down on that when it wasn't necessary, or when they felt something. It feels like they doubled down on it maybe to prove a point, because we did have that Sun card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. But we have past life in alignment. So it seems like this person is doubling back, and they seem to be in a better frequency. At the bottom of alignment, it actually says same frequency. So that's the thing about social media. If you met this person on social media, if you met this person on a dating app, social media is a quantum leap. It connects you with people that you wouldn't have had access to otherwise, or you wouldn't have met otherwise, or at that time. So if you met this person in any sort of online kind of way, or like crazy synchronistic kind of way, I don't feel like you were necessarily supposed to meet or connect. Even if, like, say you guys worked at the same place, but they worked in a different department, in a department away from where you normally kind of go. It's like spirit was kind of, you were getting closer and closer to each other, but I don't think you were supposed to meet when you did. And for some of you, I was getting a little bit of an energy of like, oh, this kind of looks like a failed talking stage, or someone tried to shoot their shot and it didn't work out. So this could be a situation where it's like you met this person too soon, or they caught on to you too soon, and it was before this alignment happened, before their level up, or vice versa, wherever this applies. Because, for some of us, it's going to be us that needed to kind of step into ourselves or level up in some way to be in alignment. But it seems like you are now. We have the past life card, and that doesn't help, because past life love connections are always so freaking magnetic. Like, especially once you go into your Akashic records and you start to see how many lifetimes or what you've actually done together, it's like, oh yeah, it just starts to it starts to become so obvious. Like, of course I was crazily attracted to this person because we have so much history. So it looks like this is also a past life love connection, and that may be a part of the reason why you guys met sooner than you were supposed to, or sooner than you would have if you didn't meet in that synchronistic kind of way or unexpected kind of way, because your past life love connections, very strong and magnetic. Who is thirsting for group 1? Ooh, we got the baby maker card. You guys may have gone through some sort of physical glow up or level up, because a lot of people are physically attracted to you right now. And you're looking, I'm seeing a feminine who is very plump, like, ooh, the yitties are yittying, in a bodycon dress. Spirit is being so distinct with these visions these days. Oh my God, let me know if your spiritual gifts have just like gone through the roof in the last 6 months. But anyways, listen, the body is bodying. So if you're wearing that around the workplace, of course, because baby, I'm drooling and I'm seeing you in the ethers. You guys are so hot. We have the jealousy card here as well. You know, people have a whole like to and fro going on with you in their head, unfortunately. It really seems like there's all these parallel universes that you exist in that you're not even aware of. All these different people. You got a gym crush here, you got a work crush here, you got a stranger that just so happened to see you twice in a row at the grocery store here, you got the cashier at the bookstore here. So many people are just like stuck on you energetically and very attracted to you, and it's like they're living this whole other reality. Oh, not that man from You. I'm seeing what's his name, Joe? I'm seeing Joe from You, season 1, like the bookstore Joe. Goodness gracious, I'm seeing him now. So a lot of people have a lot going on in their head when it comes to you. A lot of people are doing a lot of fantasizing about you right now, group 1. So this is a good time to tap into your spiritual protection. Even if you have someone else just burn a candle for you, I burn manifestation candles on my Etsy shop. So I can do it for you, but this is a good time to make sure you keep up with that, because, you know, this energy could quickly turn into a wildfire, you know, all this sacral, all this fire, all this kundalini. Listen, some people can't handle it. Not everyone is a bodacious spiritual goddess like you. Okay. I'm seeing you in the ethers. Don't tell me you're not. Not everyone can transmute that energy. Some people need to express it. So watch out. You don't want no Joe watching you outside of your window. Like, Spirit, why are they attracted to group 1? Why are they thirsting for group 1 so hard? There's multiple people in your energy though. We have the Judge and the Artist. And this is your energy, because I'm pulling, you know, why are people attracted to you? So with the Judge card, there's a little bit of like a unattainable, untouchable kind of energy about you. Almost like you don't even give people eye contact. I just heard recent release. So Spirit is saying for someone, you may have recently released your care about what people think about you. Like, you're not taking it on as your responsibility anymore. So it's like you're not going out of your way to be pleasant or to come across super friendly. You're kind of just sitting in your energy and going through your day and living life, you know, just from your perspective, not trying to, you know, make sure everyone else's perspective of you is positive and da-da-da. So there's a little bit of an energy of you kind of being too good for people, and that's really got people in this attractive energy. And then we have the Artist here. So your outfits may be leveling up. I'm seeing someone in the workplace, like you dress really nice. It's like, ugh, I miss that vibe. I don't know how to describe it. There's just like this like workplace chic aesthetic, you know, where it's like you got the blazer, but it's like hot pink, you know, and it's super straight cut lines, and it looks very good. It looks tailored. Like, I'm seeing someone who's putting more effort into their outfits at work. But again, some of you have been working on diet, working on fitness, whatever, but there's a strong physical level up energy. You also may just be coming across more artistic, like I'm seeing dreads and braids, and it's the season for it, summer. So you may be like, you know, playing with your hair and adding little beads and things like that, or braids, and, you know, just being more cutesy, more expressive with your look. You're coming across as very like fruitful and artistic, and it's like physically fruitful as well. Like, I'm telling you, as above, so below, so within, so without. Like, you have a spiritual glow up, your physical will get glowed up as well. Your spiritual will get, glowed up. Your mental will get glowed up. So this is like, people can see it physically. There's physical manifestations of this artist energy. It's like you look so fruitful and just soft and supple. Not to be creepy, but it's like I'm seeing it so clear. It's like, wow, you look like you have nice skin. Like your energy is so yummy and people are very attracted to it. So this is why the artist says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So people can see that there's something going on below the surface for you. It's not surface level. It's not simple. There's a dynamic nature to you right now. And it goes beyond the five senses. And it's like, it can only be felt. And I think that's what it is with you right now, even in your dating life. It's like, if you're going to be with me, it can only be fully, you have to feel it. You have to actually experience it. Situationships or halfway relationships or hot and cold, if it's not like clear where we're dating or, whatever, it's nothing, it's like all or nothing. And you're not letting everyone in your energy. You're kind of being, a judge of your own reality. You're like, okay, this person can get in, but this person cannot. And people are having to show up a certain kind of way if they want any part of you. And it's just making people lose their minds. And people are getting jealous over you because they're kind of going crazy in their own head. Like, did she give that person eye contact today? Like, and it's making them lose their minds because they're like, I haven't made eye contact with him in 3 months. Or, I haven't, and it's like, it's really, I'm telling you, keep up with that spiritual protection. The judge says, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So you guys are really on top of that. Like, you're not going to let anyone power over you, in any sense. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Spirit, tell us more about who is thirsty for group 1. A lot of people are trying to decide what they're going to do. We just had the 2 of Pentacles. It didn't come out, but it kind of jumped up. So people are trying to weigh the pros and cons of advancing with you. They do feel that your energy is very stern. So some people are being very mindful of how they take action because they know that they will get rejected if they come through on some BS, or like I said, you're not even seeming to entertain the halfway, just flirtation and weird energy. It's like, if it's not clear that you're trying to flirt with me, you're either getting ignored or I'm not smiling or even being pleasant about it. Like, what is that? You're not going to make some haphazard move. Like, it has to be all the way clear. Don't try to flirt with me under your breath. Say it with your chest. Okay. I'm not going to entertain your little in the corner. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you said. And I'm not trying to guess at it. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, your energy, you're not having it. And people know that. You're not with the BS. I love your energy, group 1. It's so empowering. And this is how you stand up to the playa. This is how you stand up to the person with arrogance. It's like you take them off the pedestal and you let them know, like, through your action, if you're going to experience me, if you're going to be with this, you're going to have to show up just like anyone else would have to. Like, you can have your ego and whatever, but if you want something with me, you're going to have to get out of your ego. And that's just what it is. Like, I don't see you making exceptions for people anymore, group 1, saying, well, they're just misunderstood, or they just said I have a strong ego, or I got to do this and this and that. They just need me to, you're like, no, you either are ready to move forward in a relationship and you do that, or you don't. We have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which has been at the bottom of the deck for a while. Every time I stop shuffling, I'm seeing the 6 of Cups. So there is an energy of someone of the past wanting to come back. Also, someone of the past can't let go of the way that you were, or the way that they saw you, the way that you were when you were with them. Like, they see you, like, 6 of Cups can also be this kind of childlike innocence energy. So if you have someone coming up in your energy, coming in your life, and they're just not taking the hint, this is why. It's like they're stuck on the old version of you. Like, genuinely they are. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. You're taking things easy. You're being easy on yourself. Four of Swords in reverse is like, I am not a self-improvement project type of energy. Like, you're allowing yourself some time to relax and not to be so focused or not to be responsible for things having to come together all the time. There's a little bit of an energy of, what if I allow things to fall apart? And you're kind of seeing what happens when you allow that. And I don't mean like in terms of like finances and your responsibilities, but it's like, okay, what if I don't entertain people at all? For some of you, it's more of an experiment. Like, what happens when I don't feed into this? Do people respond differently? And I feel that because it's like, if you've had like however long since you've been in your last year's relationship, 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, whatever, if you've had that long of like the same thing over and over again, it's like at a certain point you got nothing to lose. You might as well experiment with your reality and see what works for you. And that's always what I recommend, because it always comes down to that. Like, I can give you all sorts of advice, but if that's not how your reality is going to respond to you, you have to at some point just kind of tap in and experiment and see what works so that you can finally, you know, get into a group that works. So we have the Fool in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. It's interesting. You're kind of chill on dating right now. It's like, if it's the right person, you'll open up, obviously. But we have the Four of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse, both of them in reverse. So you're kind of not getting the offer that you want. Like, it hasn't come through yet. Like, I'm not getting anything that you're trying to be with this person. I feel like this person finally wants you because you're showing up in this super empowering energy, and also there's some sort of level up, whether physical or energetic, where you're showing up like really hot and attractive. But beyond that, I don't see you doing the most to trying to be with, you know, this person or anyone else that has some version of you in their head. Like, you're chilling, you're living your life for you. So once the offer comes through, I know that you guys are going to surrender right away. Or, you know, you're going to surrender within decent time. But I just don't see that you have found that yet. That person hasn't come in yet. Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like no one is worthy. Ace of Cups. And the Hanged Man with the Two of Wands. Like, you guys are in your own energy trying to wait. And Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck does let me know you probably waver on this a little bit. Give yourself grace. It's your old sneaky link. It's not like you're getting another body. So if you know, do what you do with them, it's like, okay, charge it to the game, okay? It's okay. A lot of times it's, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that's okay. You're still making progress. So don't, you know, be mean to yourself if you do kind of surrender for the sneaky link for a couple weeks, okay? You're a bad bitch. You're going to bounce back, okay? Just try to be strong next time. But Ace of Cups, Hanged Man with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you're going to surrender once you get the right offer. And in the meantime, Ace of Cups, you're worried about yourself. Like I said, being softer with yourself. Not necessarily being softer, but just kind of doing more of what you want to do. Like, your decisions are less based on how can I position myself for a relationship, and more based on what's going to bring me like joy or fun today. What's going to be a positive experience for me? Where do I like to go? What do I like? What do I want? Am I craving food from my favorite restaurant? Or am I craving making myself a charcuterie board and finding somewhere outside where I can have a little picnic? Or am I craving painting or writing or working on that project or working on my business? Like, it's based on you versus how can I position myself to be as accessible as possible for a relationship. And it's turning the tables and causing people to go crazy for you. So you have officially hacked the system doing that. But even better, the motivation for you doing that is coming from within, and your own desire to just like see what happens if you don't engage, or to just live for you. So Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1? We have renewing your life, being in the flow, and embarking on an adventure. So I do see some new things coming up for you, group 1. For those of you who are kind of bored and you have committed to this process of doing things differently, if you are bored, there is something coming through which will be exciting. We have embarking on an adventure. Let me just get one card. Spirit, can you tell us about this adventure energy? We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So embarking on an adventure, the adventure is seeing how people react to you when you're not chasing. That's going to be the adventure. So you're going to start to see people act crazy, but in a way where it kind of tickles you, in a way where it's very eye-opening and revealing. So it will be fun. Being in the flow says I'm in flow with the universe. So Spirit is essentially saying you're in the right place. Like if you feel like there's no direction, focus on renewing your life, but you're in the right place and the adventure is unfolding in itself. You don't have to program your reality right now. It's already unfolding. And then, yeah, we have renewing your life. So this is a good time for spring cleaning. Like I said, spiritual cleansing, all of that. But I see that you're doing the right thing. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the purplish brownstone, this is your reading. Who is thirsty for you? Who has a high attraction towards you and why? We're going to see. Spirit, this is for Group 2 with the purplish brownstone. Who is thirsting for Group 2? These cards flew out. We got destiny, alignment, and songs. Ooh, you guys, I'm feeling like this is a spiritual connection. I feel like this is something that hasn't manifested in yet, but you may be getting messages through songs as well. You may be getting messages like through dreams and just other ways. We have the excitement card that came up here as well. So you may be feeling like something is coming. You may be feeling this energy brewing. You may be seeing a lot of 10-10 or 12-12. There's an energy of like a cycle kind of closing for you. So if you know that there is a major cycle that has closed in your life, like officially recently, something that you know you're not going to turn back to, something that you've completely given up or that has completely ended, it's definitely feeling, oh my God, we literally have the dreams card that just came out. I was just talking about that. Like you may be seeing, you know, hearing songs about them, having dreams about them. There is a lot of spiritual activity going on here. I just heard paranormal activity. Oh no. For someone, it may unfortunately be paranormal. I hope not. That sucks, especially if you're not into that kind of spirituality. I communicate with my guides straight up like, listen, don't start moving stuff in my house. You're going to get cussed out. I don't care what guide, what ancestor, I don't care what you're talking about. I wouldn't let you come in my house in the flesh and start moving stuff around. So you're not going to do that in spirit. So listen, I don't know. It just depends on your personality. Me personally, I've never been that kind of person who needs to be like visually stimulated to get the point. So I hope you're not experiencing paranormal activity. And that's crazy. Like, I hope you're not experiencing all that. I hope you're not going through all of that for a love that's trying to come through. Like, that's like a poltergeist. Poltergeist is like, it's not an energy or an entity. Well, yeah, it's like an energy versus like an entity. So it's just like, you know, when you start meditating and things like that, you will hear your house start to creak and stuff like that, you know. So you guys may be getting some of that. Unfortunately for some of you are down with it. You love the physical confirmations, but some of you may be overwhelmed if you're experiencing all of that. But anyways, that was a cackle. We have alignment and destiny. So I do see things coming together here. There's a full circle moment. Like I said, you may be seeing some 10-10. Because for some of you, you have recently let something go. And I don't feel like that's necessarily why, you know, this love is coming in. But I do feel like everything is kind of connected in a way. Like, I don't feel like you had to let someone go in order to let this new love in. But I do feel like the lease was, you know, coming up. Maybe literally for some of you, if you live with this person, the lease was, you know, coming to its end in that relationship. So it is kind of like it was connected for some of you. We have excitement and maturity though, so you have let someone go confidently, proudly. It's something that you feel good about, something that you feel proud of. For a lot of you, you're past any sort of like painful point in this journey, and it's more like you're excited for the future, excited for new love to come in. I'm trying to cover their faces because whenever the camera focuses on their face, it just like brightens the whole frame. But yeah, excitement and maturity. I do feel like you can feel this coming, and it does feel like you're kind of having this coming of age moment, or not coming of age, but just coming to consciousness moment where you can see how everything is connected and there's a lot happening at once, and there's cycles ending and new beginnings happening, probably to do with your finances as well. We did get the abundance card, but we also have the apologies card here. So group 2, who is thirsting for you? Who is a high attraction for you? Definitely the person that's coming in. I don't want to say through manifestation, because this isn't necessarily something you've manifested. This is kind of destiny, something that was always meant to happen. So maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't, maybe you were a part of this process in some way. But yeah. The person who is thirsting for you is the person who it was, you know, kind of destiny for you to meet. And then also we have this apologies energy. So there is someone who is in your energy. I guess I'll pull a couple more cards on that or keep this separate, but there is someone who is in your energy who has, you know, an apology that they feel you deserve. Spirit, can you clarify apologies? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone regretful that they didn't take action on you before. This is someone regretful that they didn't take advantage of the opportunity that they had to have something with you. It does feel too late though. It does feel like the door has closed. We have the Justice card here. So that's kind of like giving me an energy of you made your bed, and Knight of Swords, they did make a decision. Maybe they went for someone else, something else, or they chose to continue to be single, not to take their relationship seriously. They could have chose to say something that was too out of alignment with you or offensive for you to be with this person. Like they may have, you know, took something too far for some of you, or said something that you can't unhear. So it's like, and there may have been like a nail in the coffin like moment, some sort of significant moment where they know and you know it wasn't going to move further with the High Priestess. So at this point, you do know that you're not going to be with this person. I do feel like you've made a decision not to be with this person. But they're more in a regretful energy. And I feel like they're thirsting for you because they don't know what it could have been. It feels like that kind of thing, where they're like, I don't know what we would have been. I don't know what the relationship was supposed to be. 6 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups. I feel attraction towards you, but 6 of Swords in reverse, this is no longer a path that I have available to me. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse, like you're not mine anymore, or we're no longer in alignment. I get a little bit of an energy like this person, they may genuinely be in a different tax bracket than you, or they may feel like they can't afford your lifestyle. Like if they would have linked up with you at a different point in your journey, if you've had some sort of financial level up, then it would have made sense, because, you know, both of you would have been in the same position, but you may have just eclipsed this person in terms of like, you know, your success in this life, your financial standing. You may have a really good job and they are completely counting themselves out. Like they know it doesn't make sense. They're counting themselves out because it's like, I cannot afford you. Even down to the restaurants you like to go to. I can't afford that bill. Like they see your stories. They see, you know, you like to get your grub on and you like to eat good. Like you like to eat fresh, you know, the best of the best. So it's like, I can't afford that. So that is the clarification on that apologies energy. Spirit, why are they thirsting for them right now? We kind of already know. We have the storyteller. We have the queen. Wow. The person who is thirsting for you energetically or in spirit, because I don't feel like the majority of you have met this person in the physical yet. Some of you maybe just just have, or maybe just once you've seen them. But the person who's thirsting for you, like, because there's a destiny situation going on here, they're thirsting for you because Spirit has communicated to them about you, or they've seen you, and they feel like you're exactly what they need, you know, worthy of like praise and following. They're inspired by you. They've heard about you, but like spiritually, either through songs or through dreams. There's definitely an energy of Spirit communicating, though, about you to this person. The Queen says, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So people have seen how kind and truly gracious you can be through the dream space. And then the storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So through all these signs and synchronicities that they're receiving, they're getting information about you, and they're just getting so excited. We have the engineer and the student. So I feel like this person is attracted to you, not because they know your value necessarily, but just because they've seen you. Like they've seen you in the dream space, and that's why they're super attracted and excited. The student says humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. So you may be someone who reads a lot, or you may post like inspirational stuff or useful stuff. And there's an energy of them like really loving how you're still a student of life, and you seem to be so open, genuinely open. And then the engineer says the ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, and talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So you really seem to be like the sauce, the recipe, everything, like exactly what's needed in this person's life. They just feel that in their spirit, like the person I marry, I just know they're perfect. It's like they can already pick up on your energy, and they're already kind of feeling you in that way. Spirit, for group 2, tell us how this is coming together. Can we get more information on how destiny is taking its course? Sorry if you can hear that dog barking. My neighbor, in the summer, they put their dogs outside and they just bark and cry all day. And it's annoying. Wow, we got the Lovers and the Judgment card here. So what do we need to know about this connection? Because I have certain cards that I pull, but with your situation, this connection is so much more than just someone you're meeting and having a strong connection with. So I kind of feel this energy or need to go about it in a very specific kind of way, because your story isn't like kind of surface level, like, oh, this person is attracted to you because of this and this. It's like, it's just deeper. So with you getting more information on how this is coming together, we have the Judgment card. There is nothing else you need to do. What you need to focus on, group 2, is just being in the right space at the right time with the Lovers card, because the Lovers represents, I mean, these are, I want to say these are the only 2, but maybe there's one more, maybe the Sun card as well. There's less than 5 cards in like a traditional Rider-Waite deck like this that has the symbolism of like God or, you know, the higher power. And you got 2 of them. And like I said, there's like 5 or less in a traditional Rider-Waite deck. So yeah, there's definitely a heavy energy of Spirit bringing this together. So if you want to do something, it's really about following your intuition, your crown chakra, and your third eye chakra. I feel like, well, maybe your crown chakra and your root chakra would be a good mix to keep you grounded in your reality, and also so you can receive those messages from Spirit, because Spirit is going to directly lead you to this person. This isn't someone you need to chase. This isn't someone you need to chase. This isn't someone you need to manifest. This is someone, like, this is destiny and alignment. This is something that's coming together in that way. So if there is anything you need to know, it's really about, for you, just being in the right place at the right time, following those universal nudges. Spirit is going to lead this person directly to you, and vice versa. And both of you will know when you're in front of each other. There's going to be no question. 7 of Cups in reverse. This person will be like no one you've ever dated, or they're going to make you feel a way that you've never felt with someone else before. You may actually have that like love at first sight kind of experience with them. But Seven of Cups in reverse, there will be no question that this is your person. You're going to know. You're really just simply going to know. So if you're someone who, you know, if you're an overthinker, I would really focus on that solar plexus chakra, crown chakra will help that as well. And just start to, you know, focus on other things in your life that you can do, like business, or how can you just make this the best day possible? How can you bring happiness into your day today? Because, you know, we all have a bottom line and things to focus on, like everybody's got to pay bills and things like that. So how can you add something that you actually want into your day and prioritize that? Things like that would better serve you, because you just simply don't need to, you know, put in any more effort. It's like the day of the presentation, Queen of Swords. All you need to do is execute. You know, all you need to do is stand up as your highest, most confident self, and the rest will kind of do itself. We have the Ten of Cups and the Two of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Nice. So this person is going to come in and they're going to give you a sense of safety, a sense of security and understanding, a calmness, a groundedness. That's also how you'll know this is the person you've been waiting for. But we have the Ten of Cups. Your next relationship, group 2, will likely be a long-term relationship. The person who is thirsting for you, who has a high attraction for you, is the person that you're kind of like meant to be with in a way. And I don't usually say that. So there's going to be no one like them. There's going to be no question. Spirit, what else can you tell group 2 right now? What do they need to know? We have the Gates of Triumph. Yeah, there's an energy of you just kind of stepping into the life that you should have had, or the life that you want. Let's see. Yeah. Interesting. We got so many cards that keep coming up about abundance for you as well. So seriously, this is a good time to focus on your money, or there's some sort of money that is coming through. This person is showing up as King of Pentacles energy, so maybe they have some money. Hey, 2 for the price of 1. Okay, you got your boo, you got your hubby, you got your bae, your wifey, and you got the bread. Okay, purr. Now that's the life you deserve. Abundance is pouring into your life is what it says at the bottom of there. Gates of Triumph says success expands in your life. So there's a lot of cards talking about like success, abundance, money, wealth coming in, and opportunities. So definitely focus on that. You may be having something transit your natal chart right now that's bringing in more wealth and abundance, like Uranus working with Jupiter, or, you know, Uranus working with Mercury. Some sort of $1 million idea, or like an abundance of money coming in. We have rejuvenating rain. So Spirit is saying if you want something to focus on cleansing your energy right now, even if you have someone else do it for you. I saw manifestation candles on my Etsy shop, so I can definitely burn a candle on my altar for you to cleanse your energy, rejuvenate your life so that you can just be completely clear and open for this to come through. But it says clear the past and heal the present. So that's something you can focus on if you need actionables or something to do. Focus on clearing the past and journaling, doing that shadow work so that in the present moment you're completely ready. That'll also help speed things up. But we have answering the call. At the bottom of this card, it says the time is now. So you're going to know when Spirit is calling you. And that's the thing. You just have to answer the call. You know, you don't have to make the opportunity. So if you feel yourself overworking, slowly but surely allow yourself to pull back from that. Slowly but surely allow yourself to choose a new neural pathway, a new direction, a new habit, one that's much more or much less anxiety filled, or, you know, always having to feel like you have to be action oriented. We have view from above. It says get the big picture. So again, that crown chakra is really calling for your help right now. Healing your crown chakra will really help you and help you go through a personal transformation. This is also a good time to get a spiritual bath and cleanse your energy. You can look on Etsy and Amazon. They have different, vendors on there that can get you right with a spiritual bath. We have watching clouds. It says lie back, rest, and relax. I'm telling you, group 2, if you feel super action oriented, this is not one of those things you need to force. This is something that's going to come in. There's so many cards talking about this coming in naturally and easily for you. So just allow it. But that may be like the challenge or the lesson in this journey, like allowance. That may be your whole thing right now that Spirit is trying to indoctrinate in you. It says believe in the magic. So the magic is already happening, especially if you've already been doing spell work, if you've already been going out of your way to try to be a part of this process and heal it and do your part. The magic is already happening. It's just about allowing at this point. And if you want something to do to cleanse your energy. But that's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the white stone, this is your reading. We're going to see who is thirsty for you, group 3, who has a high attraction to you, and why. We're going to see why as well, Spirit. This is for group 3 with the white stone. Who is thirsting for group 3? Who has a high attraction towards group 3? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, right away, we have the baby maker and the fantasy card. So a lot of people are fantasizing about you at this time. You may have gone through a physical glow up recently, or you may be a new face in a new space, because it seems like everyone in that space is kind of reeling with you. It very much so seems new, because it's like, it feels like an energy of people that don't have enough evidence of who you really are to know what you're about. So their mind is just kind of going. You're like a blank canvas. You're the new person at the gym, or the new person at the workplace, the new person at this coffee shop that has a lot of regulars. There's an energy of a lot of people fantasizing about you. You also could be popular online. It is giving a little bit of like, I'm seeing Twitter, but I am seeing OF as well. So this may be a thing, like, duh, people fantasize about me. I'm cracking it open. Okay, getting my coin, do your thing. But I'm getting a little bit of that. This is also almost giving me a little bit of, I don't know why this is going that direction, but like freaky librarian energy, or like, you don't talk very much. Like, people only have like very small things to hang on when it comes to you. I'm also getting a strong energy of people feeling like the energy that you put out is not who you really are. So I'm telling you, this fantasy energy, it really could be in everyone else's heads, especially since they're reeling so much about it. But people are kind of questioning, like, they feel like what you put out is not who you really are. And it seems in that typical kind of like, oh, I come across as innocent kind of way, but I'm not. It feels like that kind of vibe. Spirit, who is thirsting for group 3? We have the control card. So people know that you're single. You may be recently single, recently out of a relationship, or recently on the market. People can see that you're available. You may be coming across more open as well. There is an energy of like the hypermasculines in your space, or people who are generally more masculine wanting to have control over you. This is even giving me friendship kind of vibe. Like, you know, in that show, Shay Mitchell's character, season 1, Shay Mitchell's character, how she was obsessed with you know, that girl, Becca or Becky, whatever her name was, she called her Beckalicious. It's like, it's giving a little bit of that kind of vibe, where it's like, this is someone who kind of wants control over you. So this may be showing up in relationships as well. I don't know what it is about your energy right now, group 3, but we have the possessive card that just came out as well. So again, there's this energy of people wanting to be possessive over you. Now, here's Spirit coming through to save the day. We have the protection card. So Spirit's like, none of that. Before you go too crazy, just know I'm protecting you, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, this is a good time to practice your spiritual protection. Make sure you do your part so that you can do your very best to avoid, anything crazy happening, and make sure you're, checking your surroundings and things like that. I was listening to a podcast not too long ago, and it was this like ex-cop or something like that was talking about the number one thing that makes, that people have in common that end up like victims to like, robbery or anything crazy is they're simply not checking their surroundings. So I say all that to say, listen, make sure you're doing your part and checking your surroundings. But yeah, this would be a good time, burn a candle, practice your spiritual protection. I got all that on my Etsy shop as well, but a lot of people want to control you right now. So again, there's this new energy that has to do with you. You're freshly on the market or freshly tapped into something. This could you be freshly tapped into an aspect of yourself that's very attractive to people. The root of it is going to be different from person to person, but definitely something you want to be aware of. Spirit, who is thirsting for group 3? Who has a high attraction? Nice. We got transformation, dates, and new love. So again, there is some sort of transformation energy that is heavily prevalent in your reading, group 3. You've gone through some sort of transformation. I really feel like it's physical, but it could be energetic as well. It could be mental. Maybe you read like The Art of Seduction or the 48 Laws of Power. Like there's something that you know or something that you've tapped into that's new and different, and it's caused you to go through some sort of transformation. Or this could be an external transformation in your life that has led you to this new gym, this new part of town, this new job, whatever. But something that's definitely changed, that's causing a ripple effect in your reality. I just saw 555 on the camera. Dates. We got the dates card, and then we got the new love card. So for you, group 3, who is thirsty for you, who has high attraction towards you, there's definitely multiple people. And a lot of it is strangers. I feel like the only energy you may know would be this controlling energy, because you may immediately, it would be one of those things where like immediately you knew who I was talking about, that kind of thing. If not, then you may not know. Because like I said, it feels like a group of hyper masculines. Like it feels like a gym. It's giving gym vibes where it's like people are already riled up. They're off pre-workout, okay, or whatever they do. And they got their like go hard playlist on. Like it has the perfect conditions for people to be in hyper masculine energy. So it's giving me a little bit of that vibe. But I do want to see why, Spirit, why do they have this strong attraction to group 3 right now? Why are they thirsting for group 3? We have the monk/nun and the lover. So speaking of archetypes, if you did read the Art of Seduction, you may identify as the ideal lover. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps. But yeah, there's an energy of you. There's just like this virginal energy around you where it's like very pure and clean, as if you can't be touched or you haven't been touched, or like there's an energy of just you coming across very like innocent, or like you have no attachments, so people are they very much so know that they could have a relationship with you right now. You may have always, been around with a friend even, and people couldn't talk to you because you were always with that friend, or, maybe you went to the gym for a while with someone you used to date, but you don't anymore. So there's this like energy, like people can tell that you're on the market for some reason. So maybe you're making yourself more approachable in some way, but there's that energy coming through strong. The lover says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or someone. For a few of you, a very few of you, there may have been something that came up that gave you the opportunity to display this nature in yourself. So, maybe you were at the gym and someone fell off a machine and you helped them. People are like, they got that ingrained in their mind, like, wow, this person is like, they're so kind. We have the monk/nun. It says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So you may be, again, it feels like you've read something. You may be on some sort of spiritual journey. Like you may have read a spiritual book recently and you're living by it, and people can tell that there's some sort of energetic change within you, or some sort of like I said, like something that has come into you, like energetically, like a connection to spirit or a connection to higher realms. We have the Fool and the Athlete. Nice. Some of you guys may be making gains, okay? With this Athlete card coming in, you may be looking more toned, okay? Working on your fitness. It's delicious. Anyways, the Athlete, it says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. So people can see your dedication. People can see like your hustle. You may have had like a phoenix-like transformation recently. The Fool says fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So you may have been someone who took life super seriously at a certain point, and it looks like you have released that. You're coming through in a way where it's like you can laugh with people, you can joke with people, you can be more open with people. And also you don't take certain rules so seriously, or, you know, you're not trying to be like a perfect, you know, Barbie or a perfect Ken. You're allowing yourself to just literally be you. I just saw 1010 on the camera. So that's why people are thirsting for you. You have like a totally new energy. With this transformation card, you have a totally new energy. And it's attracting new love, and you have people wanting to take you on dates. Spirit, what is going to happen moving forward for group 3? Okay, so there's definitely still an energy of like the dust settling and something clearing out. I feel like things are very new. So I would say this isn't the time to take action or to try to do something. Just allow yourself to settle in this energy, and also allow people to kind of calm down as well. Because again, you want to practice your spiritual protection. Like it can very quickly kind of move from interest and curiosity to obsession. And with a lot of people being in a sacral related energy when it comes to you with that baby maker and fantasy, you definitely want to allow that to clear out. We also have the Judgment card the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, which has been at the bottom of the deck for a while now, even through shuffling. It was at the bottom of the deck like in the beginning of your reading, and now I'm seeing it again. So something about justice or things coming full circle. But yeah, I asked how Spirit, I asked Spirit how things are going to be moving forward, how things are going to unfold. And we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So not a delay, but there's still more time needed. Like this isn't exactly the time to go in unless you feel that intuitively. So it always kind of boils down to strengthening your intuition and your crown chakra as much as you can, strengthening your solar plexus so you know when it's your time to move, because this is like a pick a card. So it's not going to be like a personal reading where like this is exactly your specific path. So it always boils down to, strengthening your intuition and trusting that crown chakra, strengthening that crown chakra so you can know exactly what it's time for you to do. But generally speaking, Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse with the Moon card here, there's definitely something that you don't know about, and it's giving, it can be very shadowy, okay? It's giving you may low-key have like someone like that man from you, okay, checking you out, and Spirit's like, hold on, I gotta clear this, this foolishness out of the way before you can open up and start being open. Because once you get in that open, flirty energy, you're generally gonna come across as nice to like pretty much everyone across the board. So you don't want to be nicer to the one that's already on edge, just waiting for just waiting for some sort of sign or signal. You're seeing it from the perspective of, I'm just having a good day. So yeah, I said hi to the stranger. That's kind of creepy, but everyone deserves a chance. And it's like, no, not everyone deserves a chance. You need to protect yourself. Okay, I won't have it. Not everyone deserves a chance. No, ma'am. With the Sun in reverse. And Spirit's like, not everything is love and light out here. I'm still very much so keeping you protected. 3 of Cups in reverse. Listen, it may feel like you're being sat out right now, group 3, and you are. but continue to anchor in this energy. I don't even feel like the download is like fully, here yet. Like you can feel the bad bee loading, but it's not all the way loaded. You still gotta, connect and allow that energy to pull in. You're just seeing like, this isn't even the best of the best. This isn't even like the height of it. This isn't even all of it. So 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a little bit of an energy of spirit. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. Something is out of alignment. Whoever you should be welcoming in your life, I don't feel like they're here quite yet. And we have the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so you may be feeling this and very frustrated about it, but it's very much so giving spiritual warfare where this is not what you want, even though the options are here and the version of you that was chasing for so long wants to just take action. There's so many signs coming out from the tarot that spirit is saying, hold on, your person is not here yet. And you're getting excited because you're ready, but the person that you would actually want to like let in your life, they're not quite here. So the options are here. There's a lot of people thirsting for you, but I don't feel like it's, the connection that you want to surrender to. But you'll know. Yeah, and we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So spirit is also not wanting you to water down your expectations, because it's like, you got to know the difference between there being a lot of options around you and there being a really good option around you. Your brain will kind of trick itself into thinking, this is what we've been waiting for. So take action, take action, take action. Flirt, this is what we've been waiting for. But it's like, no, 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 no. There's a specific energy that you've been wanting, or that you should want to come into your life, and that's the one we want to open to. So I feel like you guys are ready to play. You're ready to engage, you're ready. You're just ready. But that person is not quite here yet. So a little more time to wait. Ooh, we got the Tower card here. I feel like there's a lot that has not happened low key. We have the 2 of Swords and the 4 of Cups in reverse. So spirit is saying like, yeah, Judgment card in reverse as well. It's not time for you to take action, but spirit is saying this is what you kind of asked for, because we got the Death card at the bottom of the deck. You may have specifically been asking spirit to like take all the BS out of your life. And now spirit is going toe to toe with these people, but things may be quiet for you. So you may have had like, a friendship of someone who was sabotaging you or negatively influencing you, or you may have had like an ex-fling that kept coming back into your life that was very karmic, that was hard for you to say no to. You may have had a bunch of failed talking stages with people that just flat out wasted your time. And now what you asked for in the past is happening. Like spirit's protecting you from all that, but you can't see it. So I feel like spirit is trying to get you comfortable with not seeing things, because you can't see it, but it's still happening, and it's not your responsibility. It's not on your plate, but again, it's still happening. So spirit is trying to get you to like not self-sabotage, because like you can feel the positive energy, you can see the positive shifts, and it's like now you want to be in the mix again, but spirit's like, no, you've already done all this work to connect with your ancestors and to have them go to spiritual warfare with like for you, and now you want to get back in the mix. Like this is just your time to sit down for a while. But I do feel like there's a lot of things that are being sheltered from you right now. You may actually be having some spiritual warfare in the dream space. Maybe you don't have typically dark dreams or really weird dreams, but they are happening right now, and I think that may be where you're experiencing things. So do your very best to cleanse that energy, or have someone do some work for you. I saw that on my Etsy shop. I can help out. But if you're experiencing that may be where this is happening. But we have the 6 of Cups and the Tower. So I do feel like there's a relationship that's ending with a karmic or someone that you've dated. Like I'm hearing 16, someone you've dated since you were 15, 16, or someone you've been involved with or new since then, since like school age. Or just an ex, like when you were freshly out of school, freshly out of college, or something like that. 6 of Cups is a little bit of an energy of like a blast from the past, or someone that, you had dealt with for a long time, but the relationship is, kind of coming to a close with that Tower card. So yeah, spirit is saying there's a lot going on in the background. You asked spirit to help you. Spirit's now helping you. Don't sabotage that. I feel like the person will come in through spirit, because we have the Judgment card, and though it's in reverse telling us it's not up to you to take action now, the Judgment card is a call to action. So spirit calls you to attention and gives you your options. So it always represents like things happening outside of you, and so does the Tower. So a lot of the energy you're getting is like there's kind of a lot out of your control right now, group 3. And you'll know when spirit is calling you to take action. But for now, even though it's getting really exciting, I really just still feel like staying sheltered is the best way to move. Nice. We have rejuvenating rain and uncovering treasure. So you may meet a new friend, or you may have a weekend plan, some sort of vacation that kind of resets you. This is also a good time for a reset, like some sort of healing, just trip, like where you can go get some room service, get a massage, get in the, hot tub or the jet, the jet tub, whatever, and do some journaling. And you may have like a very important epiphany. We have valiant courage and gates of triumph. So spirit is calling you to be courageous. Spirit is calling you to know that you're stepping into the gates of triumph, but to get that deep down in your spirit to the point where you know it, so that you move with that belief versus the belief that you still have to chase and run after something. This is a good time to practice gratitude, either by getting a gratitude journal. We have grace and gratitude. So that's also about giving yourself grace. Like if you have 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that's okay. Give yourself grace. But we have voyage of the heart and great adventure. So one thing that spirit's probably been really trying to get in your spirit is enjoying the journey. And that may have been really frustrating, but these are the moments where you're still free. Marriage or relationships, whatever you want, come with their own set of challenges. And a lot of times once you're like knee deep in that relationship, you're like, man, I miss the days I was single. I wish I would have optimized my time there more. So focus on that at this time. But that's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the redstone, this is your reading. We are going to see who is thirsty for you, who has high attraction towards you, and why. Spirit, this is for group 4 with the redstone. Who is thirsting for group 4? Right away, this may be someone that you're very different than. Interesting. And there's an energy of this person being like on the docket for marriage or a marriage potential. It's almost giving me like a cultural thing where it's like we're from the same culture or the same belief, so we're around the same age, and we've been together at the same events. So there's that, like, I don't know, there's some sort of question of marriage. This could be 2 single people that work at the same job, or 2 single people that are the only ones in a classroom who aren't engaged, or who aren't, in a serious relationship for whatever reason. There's this like underlying, we have potential to be marriage partners. I don't know why. We'll see as we keep going. But we have union, reciprocity, and misaligned. So it's like regardless of there being that tension or this element of we make sense or we should be or would be compatible in a marriage sense, we're misaligned in some way. Let me get more information. Who is thirsting for group 4? Oh, they want to be so bad, though. I can feel it. We have the telephone card. You guys, this is giving such a strong vibe. We're going to see who else comes through, but this first one is giving such a strong vibe of we're a part of the same community in some way, or like we're a part of the same circle in some way. You could be two powerful single people that a lot of people admire at your job. And it's like, people are looking at you like, why don't you two try? Like, you guys make perfect sense. And it's just never happened for whatever reason. Like, there's some sort of underlying energy of either it's coming externally from other people think you guys make perfect sense or you should be together, or you can see how you guys make perfect sense because it's like, this is a candidate for me. We have the Real Deal card, and there's so much strong energy towards like marriage specifically, or long-term relationships specifically. So you guys may be of marriage age, whatever that means for you in your country or your culture, because there's like such a serious energy. Maybe that's why they're kind of freaking out. You guys, this is giving like the energy of two people who are in the same culture, but also like westernized, so to speak. Like, maybe you come from more of a traditional culture, but you're living in a different country, maybe to make money or for whatever reason. And it's like, we're both kind of like free-spirited or rebellious in terms of our traditional culture, but also you're the person that I could actually see myself with, and I can kill two birds with one stone. I can make my family happy and I can make myself happy because you're kind of like, I don't know, whatever it is, like modernized or westernized or whatever it is for you specifically. It feels like a situation like that. Or like I said, this is like a work situation. Maybe it's like a... some things you have to be more sensitive about. I don't know why people get so triggered, but maybe you guys are like the only two people in your work or in your space that are of the same religion or culture or race or something like that. You know, like for whatever reason, people think you make sense together. People may also be shipping you. Like, people may be saying like, oh, you make sense, or, you know, trying to like push you guys together for whatever reason. For some of you, you have dealt with this person physically, and that may have been what ruined it or stopped you guys from moving in that serious direction, because we have sneaky Lincoln thoughts. So for some of you, you may have shared a kiss at an event, or you may have, you know, talked on Snapchat or one of those, you know, apps that are kind of geared towards a certain kind of conversation, you know, like you may have had some sort of sneaky link or secret interaction with this person. And I do feel like it kind of shifted the way that they think about you. It's giving Snooki energy. You know Snooki from the Jersey Shore? Like the first episode, she got absolutely wasted and made it like a clown of herself. But like, she's also a fan favorite. And we all grew to love her, and everybody gave her a second chance after that. It's giving a little bit of that energy for one of you. Like, maybe you were sloppy around this person, or maybe you embarrassed yourself around this person, and then it caused this person to think like, should I really proceed? But it does make sense. And I think that this person hates that it makes sense. And I think that this person, because they're kind of rebellious against their culture, or maybe it's just people trying to convince them, it makes them kind of run away or avoid. We have the misaligned card. So maybe they saw themselves with, you know, someone different, or maybe you saw yourself with someone different. There's some sort of reason that you're misaligned though. And then there's just like this energy of telephone, or people talking about you, people talking about your relationship and kind of saying like, you guys should be together, or just other people being involved. And someone does not like that. I just heard Pisces. Someone may have a Pisces Venus. Ooh, they hate people all up in their business. They do not like that. But yeah, it makes sense, and it's frustrating. I mean, we even have the soulmate union card that came out. So, and then we have the songs card, which I feel like just really upped the ante on everything. So this person, they're having synchronicities at this point, and it's like, okay, it was all the people at the office, or all the people at the gym, or all the people wherever that were saying you guys made sense and trying to ship you or whatever. But then it's like, now we got the universe sending me signs and signals. Like, this person may be going feral because they're like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but the universe is not gonna, you know, also push me into this situation. So someone may be running, both of you may be running, to be honest, but it's like, you guys really do make so much sense, but you just thought that this isn't how it would go. You kind of made up your mind like, oh, I'm gonna be with someone of a different culture or a different way of life. I'm not gonna be with someone who's in alignment with my roots or where I came from. I abandoned that lifestyle. or, you know, culture, whatever. And now it's like this person. Ugh. So anyways, we have union and soulmate union. We have real deal and reciprocity. I feel like once you guys find your pocket, you're really gonna like lock in with each other. I feel like it's really about group 4, you guys just finding how can we make peace with how things are ending up, because regardless of what it is, whether it's people being involved, the universe sending you signs and signals, you just having your mind set on, you know, something else happening, or whether it's like an awkward situation or some sort of sneaky link that this started in, once you overcome that, you're really going to be in a really nice pocket with this person. I feel like you guys are heavily compatible, and I feel like that's what the hubbub is about. I feel like the whole frustration with this situation is just the fact that it makes sense. That's the frustration. Spirit, why is this person thirsting for group 4? Ooh, we have the goddess and the vampire. I just heard step on me. I just heard you own me. So you're kind of coming across as maybe like a femme fatale or Aphrodite herself. Okay, curves and all. You may be coming across as a vampire. Like, we love a good vampire archetype. We love something that's not for us. I'm hearing heathens. I don't know who that is by though. It's like, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. You don't know the half of the... something like that. I'm hearing that song. The vampire, it says, makes you aware of something or someone that is draining your life force. The goddess says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So this person, they're attracted to you because you're very attractive. Like, you come across as a goddess. And they also love, like, I keep wanting to say, the Americanized version of you. What is going on? You guys may be from another culture, and maybe you moved to the United States or spent some time in the United States, or maybe there's something about you that's more westernized, or honestly, a lot of times people can seem westernized just if they go by the trends. But this person loves that about you. But yeah, you're coming across very attractive. They love your boss energy. They love that you're not super traditional. Or maybe the juxtaposition could be the opposite for you. Like, maybe you are from the West. You're literally born and raised in the United States, but you come across as someone who's more indicative of a different culture. Whatever you're throwing down, this person is picking it up. Okay, they're into it. We have the rescuer, we have the mother, and we have the beggar. So there's this ability to be humble with you. The beggar actually says confronts empowerment at a level of physical survival. You may be like a first gen, someone in a different country, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So you can be humble, you have compassion, you have a good amount of self-esteem, you're willing to be humble in a relationship, you're willing to meet someone halfway, you're patient. And then we have the rescuer and the mother. So it's like you really seem to have it all. You have this goddess, vampire, femme fatale aspect of you, but then you also have this mothering aspect where it's like, I can be warm, but when it's appropriate. And that also keeps people always trying to please you. You may even notice that like in the workspace where it's like people really do try to please you or make you happy. You may notice that in your interactions with people like a lot, and even not love related. Because it's like you can get my love, but when it's appropriate. So when people try to pull and get extra compassion out of you, when they're just wanting to act like a baby, you don't entertain that. But when it comes to needing a friend and someone really going through something, you show up and show out for them. You'll really take care of people. So it's like they can't pull it out of you, force it out of you, or use you for your mothering, nurturing quality. But you do have that quality. So it just kind of makes them wanting to be the best version of themselves so they can experience more of that. The mother says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. You may come across as someone who would be a good mother, father, parent. And then we have the Rescuer. It says provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So again, you can be very humble and very nice when it's appropriate. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 4? I feel like this is a very specific pile. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. You may be unconventional. Your goal may not be marriage. You may be someone who wants to live life in a different kind of way. And again, you just seem like the perfect combination, like the perfect person who it's like, I can have both. Like I can please my family and I can also connect to my roots or what I want for myself. But I also have someone who is non-traditional as well. You seem to be the full package, you know. Four of Wands in reverse with the Six of Wands. It seems like you have all the tools or all the qualities needed to perfectly fill the void that this person has in their heart for what they feel like they need. We have the Six of Swords in reverse though, and the Three of Pentacles that has just come out. So there's a little bit of an energy of this person having to work for you or having to get on your level. And I could totally see that with some of the cards that have already come out. So after you meet this person initially, they may go into like a 3-week, 3-month hermit mode period where they just kind of work on themselves and get themselves together. And then they kind of show up in a totally different way for you. Once they're ready, you know, it's kind of like Twilight, how Edward negatively reacted to Bella when he first saw her, but then he went on his little, you know, week trip to go hunt. And then he came back in a totally different energy, much more open and showing up in the way that he needed to show her he was interested and open to, you know, being with her. It's kind of like that. Like they have to eat or get themselves together, get their mind right, and they may come, you know, at you in a totally different energy. So that may be something that you experience with them. Sometimes people just need to recharge and get ready and get prepared. Once they sense how much is going to be required of them or what they're walking into, sometimes people just need time to get themselves together for it, because it's not like everyone is psychic or everyone can see the future. So sometimes, you know, things come in unexpectedly and people, yeah, they need time to prepare and to accept how their life is changing. A lot of people set up their lives to be the best that it can be with what they have, or they have goals. So when they get presented with something that's not what they imagined, even though it's a really good opportunity, they have to spend some time accepting how their life is going to change. So try not to take, you know, certain things personally. We have the Ace of Swords. Spirit is saying you're going to know when and how to take action. And then we have Cento Morte here, the Empress. So Spirit is saying, for the most part, stay in your energy, you know, stay in your energy, focus on you, so to speak. But there's something here about you being kind of pregnant with ideas or birthing something in some way. There's also an energy of you being ready. So you may be finding that you're really, you know, hot right now, if you know what I mean, like sacral chakra. Listen, tell that cat to stay in the cage, okay? Tell it to chill out. Don't let it run you. You run it, okay? Take care of yourself in whatever way you need so that you don't make impulsive decisions based on your sacral. Because, yeah, we have the Judgment card in reverse. That came out with 3 different piles today. Group 2, 3, and you guys now, I do believe. Judgment in reverse and the Six of Swords. So Spirit is saying this relationship, it's going to happen very quickly. And all of the waiting period is pretty much in the beginning. Once you guys are together, like I said, you're going to get in a pocket where it'll be relatively easy for you guys to have a connection, for you guys to be together, I'm not seeing a bunch of blocks or anything like that. But it's almost like you can't move forward until like the universe, like till everything is aligned. Like the Judgment card is in reverse. So there's a little bit of a delay maybe I'll do a collective reading soon to see what's up with that. But there is something that may be happening right now, cosmically, astrologically, that's kind of, you know, putting some plans on hold and kind of foiling things. We got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, so Spirit is kind of saying, I can't exactly put you where you're supposed to be or where I want to put you right now, so do your very best to be patient and gracious with the process, group 4. This is a very, very specific pile. I can't imagine you staying around this long if it didn't resonate, but if it didn't resonate, seriously, I would consider picking another pile because of how specific this one was. We have overcoming obstacles and joy and delight. So Spirit is wanting you to have faith. Spirit is wanting you to have faith and have fun as well. Open your heart to joy is what it says at the bottom, of joy and delight. So I feel like having more empathy for this person and, you know, anyone who's trying, it takes a lot of confidence. You really have to, like, you know, some people really have to josh themselves up to kind of approach someone. So even if it's someone you're not interested in, you know, try not to bite people's heads off right now. I mean, you are coming through a little bit as a femme fatale or whatever the male equivalent with that would be to that. So a Don Juan, I don't know. But yeah, if you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling like there's no way you're going to get from point A to Z, if you've been experiencing a lot of delays, I can see that and I can sense that. And all I can say is at least I am picking up on a love offer for you, okay? Because listen, it is ghetto out here. Since 2022, I've just been getting the craziest things for people. And it's like, really, Spirit? That's the time we're in now? I thought 2022 was supposed to be like all about, you know, relationships coming together. It's a 6 year, it's a Venus year. Hey, party. And it just wasn't that. And, you know, now in 2023 or wherever you're watching this, listen, just know sometimes it really is outside of your control. We have cleansing waters and crossing bridges. So there may be someone coming in with an apology for you as well. That's something that you can look forward to just because it'll give you closure. But with crossing bridges, I do see you healing from something and crossing a bridge, kind of, you know, getting over or getting through something. And with cleansing waters, there is some sort of new opportunity that's going to come in and kind of like give you a reset. So maybe it'll be a really fun weekend or a little vacation or, you know, experience that you haven't had in a long time, like a super strong, you know, flirtationship with someone where it's like you just feel desired and wanted by someone, even if you know, like, okay, I'm not going to pick that person to be my life partner, but something's going to happen that just kind of feels good to you. So Spirit's wanting you to surrender to that joy and delight and bask in that. We have Journey by Moonlight. And that's all about, like, did we get the moon that came up for you? No, we didn't. But Journey by Moonlight does kind of let us know that there may be a lot of things that are hidden or in the dark right now. And Spirit is saying to follow the little bit of light that you do have. But it does also recognize that there may be some things that are hidden for you right now. So Spirit is validating, you know, any irritation or unsureness that you're feeling. And we just have stay focused. So again, I would work on that crown chakra, and I would say even the solar plexus. But yeah, that's what came up for you. That is what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.